am live. I am live. Whoop, whoop. All right, let's get this party started. Okay. Oh, here I am. I'm live. All right, this works. Good, good, good. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I've got my microphone. I've got my audio. Everything's great. All right, welcome. We're going to just give it 1 second here. I'm just going to make sure I'm actually on time. Here we are. Good. All right, welcome to this live Facebook. This is going to be a really interesting live Facebook. It's going to be short, sweet, and beautiful, and all the things I am not. But I will say, everybody who knows, thank you again. I know that I have a lot of clients that watch this afterwards and a lot of people who watch this afterwards, and I just want to say thank you. I have the best clients and best support system around me, meaning that you guys know that I went through probably the last few weeks has been absolute hell with my dog passing and trying to save him and everything like that. So I'm just really grateful to everybody who came around, rallied that support. I don't think that there's anything I could say that would be, I'm speechless. The amount of flowers and gifts and everything that little Spike got, it's still hard to believe right now that I don't have my little dude. But at the end of the day, it makes it a lot easier to have such great support. So thank you. All right, so we're going to talk about some things here really quickly here. I'm not going to stay on for very long. I'm just going to get really to the point here today because I think it's really important. So here's the scoop. If you haven't figured out by now the real estate market, this is definitely a specific video for realtors, okay? So if you have not noticed that the market is crashing down, I wouldn't say the word crashing down. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word. The word that I want to use is not crashing down. The word I want to use is that you're noticing that every time there's a massive rate increase, you're going to see a drop in sales. So this time around, we're anticipating about a 30 to 40% drop down in sales from now until the rest of the year in Canada and the United States, respectively, because the rate increases, you can only trust what the banks are telling you. And they actually did say that they're going to, until inflation gets down to about 2%, they're going to continue at least 2 more increases in rates by the end of the year, and this could likely continue for the rest of 2023. So I'm going to assume that they're not liars, although we all know the truth about that. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so here's the thing. I'm a big believer in it's kind of like a tsunami. Right? If you're seeing a tsunami coming, you're being given a certain time frame saying it's coming, then you are crazy if you don't learn how to swim or you don't prepare for it. Kind of like the hurricanes and the tornadoes that we see on the news. If they're being told a few days in advance, the people who aren't very intelligent are the ones who are ignoring that, going, I'm just going to pretend I don't see it. Okay, you got to know what's coming down the pipeline. These are businesses and this is economics and it's a changing market. So when rates go up, it's designed to slow down the market. Okay, so expect the anticipation behind that. So if you're operating a real estate business, my suggestion is the following. Okay, we have a very small window. Okay, the next rate increase is likely happening at the end of October, and even if it doesn't hit, this is going to make your business go through the roof for the end of the year and for 2023, so why not just listen anyway, right? So here's what I'm suggesting. You want to get about 3 new clients every single week for the next 6 weeks. So basically cover it up until Halloween or November 1st, as I like to call it, okay? So for a 6 weeks period, I would suggest that you get about 3 clients every single week, and I don't care what you have to do, but you know that lead generation is going to be, it's going to be more difficult for you to attain those clients as every week gets on. So remember that. If the market is, if you're here right now and you're getting 3 clients a week and the market drops down 30 to 40%, you need to increase to 30 to 40% just to maintain here. Okay, at the same level. If you want your business to grow, you've got to up it and you've got to put about 60% more work in order for you to gain market share and actually have a really strong finish. So you can't just say, oh, the market's dropping, so I'm going to do 100 calls a week. No, if you were doing 100 calls a week and you weren't getting great results, you need to now do 200 calls a week. You have to elevate your game to a level that is quite substantial. Okay, so that's what I'm sort of looking at. So 3 clients a week is ultimately where I'm coaching a lot of our clients right now, saying you need to get that. And for those of you who are watching this, who really, and again, sorry, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna see in case there was a question. Okay, we're good. All right, awesome. So here's the thing, is that I wanna see about 3 clients a week is where we're coaching our clients on. The other thing you wanna be doing is how do you get those 3 clients a week? You've got it belly to belly. My biggest suggestion is drop cold calling. Drop cold calling, drop any lead generation that is very cold. I would be focusing a lot on webinars and content that's really valuable. I want you to get ocular with people. I want you to be a leading expert. Okay, so covering the webinars and seminars, I think there's a lot of topics out there that are really interesting. There's so many experts in the industry that you can really be playing off of. So if you are an expert in the industry and you're watching this, start targeting at some realtors and be like, let's do some really great shit together. For example, a lot of people don't know when the rates go up like this, should I do variable or should I stay fixed? What is it? What is a trigger rate? You know, a lot of people don't know the answers to that. What are you doing? Are you just throwing content out marketing wise? Because I wouldn't. Your job is to find clients. So being a leading expert with seminars, webinars, I've supported that for years, but I would get into the actual topics that are relevant. Okay, nobody cares anymore about posting a picture and being like, hey, congratulations, you know, I just sold this or top dollar, or oh, I just won the gold award, you know, I'm super excited. No, this is like the most important 6 weeks of your business. You are going to run into a major slowdown in my prediction, and I could be wrong, but this is recorded on video, so maybe I'm going to be wrong, maybe I'm going to be right. But I would rather be wrong than I would be right. So I'd rather prepare for the worst and get the best happening, and then I'm winning either way, right? Smart, right? All right, so here's the thing. If I were you guys, I would be preparing, like I said, three new clients a week. What I would also do is I would oversatiate as many as possible. Like I would go so aggressive in my webinars, seminars, and content out there, and I'd be looking for people to register and sign up because I'm looking for the business. This is also a time where I would pour massive educational content out all the time, fishing for great opportunities. But I would be going to every Facebook group. I would be pushing content out non-stop, that I'm the expert. I'm leading in on the information, the answers that people need. I would be looking at Google, seeing what the high searches are in my prospective city, and I would be catering my content to what people are actually looking for, what answers they want. I'd be asking my database, what's the most confusing part about what we're going through right now in real estate? How can that help you? What I wouldn't be doing is things like I said, cold calling, lead generation. I wouldn't be doing a lot of these. I have people ask me all the time, should I be doing, CMAs and stuff? I'm going, well, I don't know if I'd be doing CMAs if there's not motivation behind them. You have 6 weeks to find as many clients as you can. I can do anything for 6 weeks. I told you this last time. Do anything you want for 6 weeks, okay? But over the next 6 weeks, if you're focused on anything else, okay, I wouldn't. You're gonna have plenty of time over the winter from what I'm seeing. I truly believe that starting in November 1st, you're gonna see such a slowdown, and then your biggest competitor, which is big old Santa Claus, he is going to be competing with you starting November, plus the slowdown of another rate increase. I'm telling you, not the best scenario. Okay, so what you're really going to be finding over the next 6 weeks is 3 clients a week and finding them motivated. And that means getting ocular. If you're doing the cold stuff, you're not going to be finding the urgent buyers and sellers. You're just not. So you need to be in relationships with people. Who should you be partnering with to do great content? Amazing content that's attracting people. Equally, what relationships are you in? One of the biggest market segments out there right now is actually people divorcing. Okay, so here's the thing. You know what? If you're looking for people who are divorcing, blah, 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 whole 9 yards, then that's a great one. But where do you go? Where's the relationships? Also, people who have to move up. Move up. That's an important segment of the market. If people are having babies, which is really positive, then they're needing bigger places. So where are all those people that are 5 years into those smaller places, the small townhouses, the small condo developments? What are you doing? Are you approaching the condo development saying, look, I'd love to, partner up with you guys and give you some analysis on what's happening in the marketplace, what's going on? What are we doing to get in touch and in front of those people? Seniors residences, what type of relationships are you doing? Are you participating in any of their info nights as the guest speaker? You need to be in front of people. I cannot stress this enough, but in front of people who actually have a need or have access to people who have a need that is totally irrelevant of what's happening in the market. They have a need to move. So understand, divorcing doesn't matter what the market's doing. If people are divorcing, they need to either sell their house or because it's too unaffordable to buy each other out at this market. So you need to get in there and figure it out. Are you doing seminars? Do you have a package that can really make the divorces better, more applicable to saying I can help? Are you in relationships with some of the best family law lawyers around? Are you sharing your packages with them? I had somebody call me. What I will tell you is that I had somebody call me a few weeks ago. They're like, it didn't work what you said about the divorce lawyers. I said, okay, can you explain to me me what you did. And the person said, yeah, I picked up a phone, and you know what, I couldn't even, the divorce lawyer's like, yeah, okay, whatever, I'll, send me your business card, and I did, and I've got nothing. And I said, that's not what I'm looking for. If I'm a divorce lawyer, I know that you need me, right? Because I have access to a lot of people who are getting divorced, which means that I have a lot of access to people who need to sell their house. So what package did you sit down, present to me? What services did you professionally put in together that you're presenting to me that I can take and share with my clients? Okay, you can't offer lawyers bird dog fees or anything like that. That's illegal. They can't do that. But if you offer them a great package and say, here's the 10 services that we provide, here's 10 beautiful pamphlets that I've done up, here's a little bit about me, and by the way, you know what? We will treat your clients at this level. Like, you got to sell what you're doing. Okay, but again, you're gonna have 10 times better luck doing that than spending 400 cold calls, answers of cold calls, which will take you probably 30 days in order for you to get a listing. Okay, same thing, again, old age homes, senior residences. How many relationships do you have with those senior residences? What are you actually doing? They have to sell houses, they have to move. Okay, so here's the thing. Those senior residences have people. How can you work together? I have a coaching client who literally lists 30 houses a month just by having those relationships. That's how amazing they are. They do every info session for every single senior residence in their prospective city. I'm in Ottawa. I don't know anybody who does that in my city. So I'm like, I don't know anybody, but yet they're running around going, what am I doing? What am I doing? And I'm like, go build those relationships. But again, don't just show up and expect them to bend over backwards for you. They have the product that you really need, and they have the ability to take your business to the next level. So how are you building those relationships? If you're not hearing what I'm dropping down, it's this. Over the next 6 weeks, like I said, 3 new clients a week per agent on your teams. If you're going to notice, what's going to happen is you're going to lose a lot of clients, because as the rates go up, it bumps people out. So you want to pad up over the next 6 weeks, which is going to be the easiest time to do it. Come November 1st, it's going to be hard. So why wait until November 1st? Think of a tsunami hitting November 1st. And if you're watching this and you're not in real estate and you're going, uh-oh, does that mean the market's crashing? No, that's not what it means. It doesn't mean the market's crashing. I will tell you, my own perspective of the market is excellent. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Maybe I'm crazy, maybe I'm not, but I'm looking and I'm going, I don't remember anybody. Remember what I say. You marry the housing price, you date your interest rates. Okay, so you marry your housing price, you're dating your interest rates. Okay, the interest rates can change anytime. They can do anything. You're dating them. Maybe it's a 1-year relationship, maybe it's a 5-year relationship, but you're marrying your house price. I don't think anybody from the 1980s who bought a house at $80,000 and within 5 years it went up $100,000, rates dropped, and their house price obviously went up, but they paid down their principal. Paying down a principal of a mortgage, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, it's a waiting game. So you're marrying your house price, you're dating your interest rates. So if you're watching this and you're not in real estate, the market's not crashing. It just means that a lot of people are going to get consumed, not getting the right information, and a lot of people are going to get panicky because they're going to see rates go up and they're not used to it being so fast. So when things happen fast, it kind of puts a little barrier up, right? It's kind of like meeting the person of your dreams. You might be like, whoa, and everybody's like, wait a second, this happened way too fast. You know what? It's just normal that when things happen fast, you put up some barriers that make people go, wait, I need to really look at this. That's what I'm saying. So I don't believe the market's crashing or anything like that. I believe the interest rates are designed to slow our market right down. So why wait? You got 6 weeks to build 3 clients a week, and then you'll lose a bunch of them. They'll come back later, but you'll still be left November 1st with a ton of business coming up. But stay focused on the motivated. That's what I'm telling you. Get real about focusing on where are all the must-sell people. First-time home buyers are not must-buys. They're not. They're in rentals, okay? They can stay in rentals if they want, if they need to. Here's the thing, though. What about investors? Investors who are like, you know what, I'm 2 to 3 years away. The rent's good, but, it's time for me to, fly the coop, okay? So investors who need to sell, that's a great one. What about people who overextended themselves, who are on variables that can't handle this, but they need to sell? What about bank relationships in your city? Have you gone to every single bank in your entire city and built relationships with all the key people at the banks? Because there will be some foreclosures. There will be some bank turnovers. What relationships are you building now to get those? Right? Or are you going to wait until everything becomes really hard and then you're going to go run around like a chicken with your head cut off? Okay? Look really carefully at where the motivated and must-sell sellers and then the must-buy buyers are located. And when you get there and you can really start to see it, it's not hard to figure out. Okay, those are the people who are going to control the market for the next at least rest of the year, if not longer than that, straight through until probably the end of 2023. So the best advice I'm going to give you on that is 3 new clients a week. Start building those relationships with people. Start really looking at where are the must buys, the must sells, not the maybes, not the would like tos. They will not support or carry you through the business. They just won't. Okay, and then start putting out content. Start doing funnels like seminars, webinars, and then start building relationships. And if I were you, I would be upping my stuff, like I said, to at least, I'm telling you, the market's going to go about 30% down. So if you're looking at about a 30% less buyers and sellers, your effort needs to go up 60% if you want to take market share. But it has to go up much higher if you're not happy with your results right now. But if I were you, I would line up with 18 clients by November 1st. That would per agent on your teams and per agent in general. And does it sound like a lot? It is a lot, but there's 1 million people in my city. Okay, and all I'm saying is out of 1 million people, find 18 motivated buyers and sellers. That's it. That's all you have to do. What else are you going to do? This is not the time to be looking at your marketing package. This is not the time to be sitting there saying, I need to rejig my Facebook, or I need to like rework my website, or I need to like work on some marketing pieces, or I need to take a course, or I need to do some training. Excuse my expression, but F that. You have until November 1st to bulk up as many clients as you possibly can. And if you don't trust me, you can go through all my videos during COVID. I am the only coach in Canada and the United States that basically had exact plans ahead of everybody else that took you guys through COVID. So I'm telling you right now, doesn't matter if you're Canada or the United States, from now until November 1st, give 6 weeks, find 3 clients a week, start building those relationships with the motivated, start doing webinars and seminars on pertinent topics, okay? So for example, you know what? Secondary suites, finding houses that you can build secondary suites, working those relationships, like I said, with all the people who have access to the must buys and must sells. There is no such thing as too many meetings and too many face-to-faces. We are preparing every one of our clients, and they're doing it. They're all in an isolated bubble. Just so you know how we coach, I pull everybody in our coaching company, and we have hundreds and hundreds of clients, okay? Over 800-900 clients. We pull them all into a funnel, and we keep them isolated. And we say, don't pay attention. If you're around agents that are telling you that the market's crashing, if you're around agents who are like, this is so hard, I have no business, I don't have any deals, you need to literally be like, I have a call, I gotta go. And then you need to like block them. You need to stay away from it. Stay very isolated, because this is not, it's not a bad market we're heading into. You just have 6 weeks, and what we're heading into is a very competitive season with Santa Claus, and then we're heading into 2 more rate increases likely by the end of the year, which means understand, it's gonna be harder to find clients in November. So spend the next 6 weeks doing it, and then you're gonna line yourself up for an amazing finish and a beautiful start to next year. Okay, so watch for more information on this. If you need anything, reach out to us, but that's my advice to you. Okay, build the relationships with the people who have access to the must buys and must sells, and then equally as well, lead generate, take everything else off your table, stay away from anybody who thinks that this market is bad or not possible or their business is crashing. That is just a waste of time. You have 6 weeks, and get really focused, get into your bubble, pick it, go with it, don't rely on anybody else, and go crazy finding 3 clients a week. And if you're not finding 3 clients a week, don't have a bad week, push harder. It's very simple. I always say this to people. If you're in a sailboat, there's going to be changes in the wind direction. So you have to adjust your sails. That's all you're doing right now. And you have to ask yourself a question. What you're going to do for 6 weeks in your business, and how hard that might be for some of you who are busy, you have schedules, you have fam jams, you have a lot of commitments. Ask yourself a question, not doing it versus doing it. Which outcome is going to be harder? Which one is going to be harder on you? 6 weeks of crushing it and getting laser focused and owning this, or what's going to happen November 1st onwards? You know what? I don't know about you. I'd rather do 6 weeks of crushing it and then enjoy the rest of my winter and be prepared to handle anything that comes regardless of the rate changes. All right? So good luck. Keep posted, and hope you enjoyed it.